When celebrities impersonate their famous friends, things get hilariously out of hand. And we've got the best moments lined up just for you. Johnny Depp nails a dramatic Donald Trump impression like never before. And it's oddly perfect.
I told them to build me that wall. I want a sensational wall. I want a fabulous wall. I don't remember what the question was, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to answer it anyway.
Jamie Foxx nails Donald Trump's voice so perfectly, even the real Trump might do a double take and probably tweet about it.
There's a lot of great people on both sides. Lots of great people on both sides. I know Harry, he's a great person. He couldn't vote for me at the time. Now he can vote for me once he gets out. Excuse me. Fake news. I love death threat.
Maya Rudolph steps into Kamala Harris's persona so naturally, you'd think she was actually running for office.
The first black. The first Indian American. And the first biracial vice president. Terrifies you? Well, I don't give a funt.
Let's be real. No impersonation lineup is complete without the GOAT himself.
You know, I do have a Kamala Harris impression, and the key to it is actually sounding like you just left happy hour. Because I'm lit. I am so lit. Like when she was walking that morning and she called up Joe Biden. Yeah. Hi, Joe, you won. We did it. I was like, yo, she just had a picture of Bloody Marys. That's what happened.
Jim Carrey as Joe Biden is exactly what you'd expect. Pure comedy chaos.
I'm going to be a president for all Americans. That's right. Whether you're from a liberal state like California, or a conservative state like Oklahoma, or a cracked out hot mess like Florida, I will be your president.
Jay Pharoah doesn't just mimic Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson. He switches between them so effortlessly, it's like watching both of them at once.
Listen, here's the problem. Tell you what the problem is. I'm gonna be straight honest with you. The problem is, Dwayne, I'm not splitting a check with you because I only ordered buffalo wings. That's all I had. That's all I can fit in my body, Dwayne. Look at my body. My body looks like a pedigram. Bad. I can't eat all the food that you ate. You ordered the whole restaurant, so I think you should pay for the whole bill.
Come on, jabroni. The Rock says you know, it's really serious that you pay, Kevin. You know why? You say that you're balling. You're supposed to be the best, the #1 comedian in the world. So you know you can cover it this time. And I've got the next one at the Applebee's.
Matt Damon slips into Matthew McConaughey mode so smoothly, you'd think he just walked off a Lincoln commercial.
I tell you what, if I win that Oscar this year, I'm gonna go over to Sochi, talk to that president they have over there, and me and him are gonna take our shirts off.
Jamie Foxx mimicking Dave Chappelle is so good, you'd swear Netflix was about to drop another stand-up special.
I was incensed. Bam! Can't talk about nothing, mate. Somebody walked up and they said, "There's Dave Chappelle." I said, "Bam! Wu-Tang!" I was beside myself. I was chartreuse. Bam, nigga. Perspicacity of these people.
Dwayne Johnson takes on Arnold Schwarzenegger, proving that even the biggest action stars can't resist a little impersonation flex.
Yeah, so you're gonna be like, I was Australia, got to do that. I don't quite, just a lot of, now that's an insult right there, what you did.
I've got a couple of months to go.
Let's give Jimmy Fallon some credit. He can literally impersonate any celebrity.
Oh boy. You gotta see these fidget spinners. They spin and all your problems go away. And oh wow, it is absolutely amazing, spinning round and round and round and round.
Hollywood once told Arnold Schwarzenegger his accent and last name would hold him back. Safe to say, he proved them all wrong.
Arnold said, if you're going to be a movie star, the movies can't only be successful in America. You've got to go to every country in the world. You have to think of yourself as a politician running for the job of biggest movie star in the world.
Johnny Depp as Marlon Brando is so good, you'd think he was auditioning for the Godfather reboot.
He said what?
He said, how many films do you do a year? And I said, I don't know, it depends, you know, maybe 3, maybe too much. I said, what do you mean too much? He said, we only have so many faces in our pockets.
A few extra gym sessions and a little more height, Taran Killam might just have us all believing he's the next Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Like, he had an assistant or somebody pick up, he's like, hey, Taran, I'm gonna hand you to Arnold now. And I get handed to Arnold, who's fully like smoking a cigar at a giant oak desk in front of a 6-foot oil painting of himself from Pumping Iron days. It was everything you wanted it to be. He's like, hello, Taran, good to see you. That's the before, this is the after.
Jim Carrey goes full Matthew McConaughey, adding his own wild energy to make it even more over the top.
What are any of us doing here? Whether I get your question right or wrong, free will is an illusion. Life is a game that plays us. At this point, I didn't know if I was dreaming him or if he was dreaming me. Also, I was 90% sure that I'd left my Lincoln running with the doors unlocked. And yet somehow, I felt it was completely safe.
Godfrey's Jason Statham impression is so spot on, you'd swear he was narrating a car chase while dodging explosions.
Sometimes when I'm watching a Jason Statham movie, I can't hear his voice. It's so fucking low, you know? And so I said, I think you should make a movie called The Librarian. You know? And then Jason Statham comes up and goes, I told you guys to be quiet. And you're still fucking talking.
Tom Cruise doing a Donald Duck impression is the unexpected crossover we never saw coming.
I do Donald Duck.
You do Donald Duck?
Yeah.
Do you?
Do it.
Well, okay, now it's your turn.
Eddie Murphy's Bill Cosby impression is so spot on, it feels like he's been waiting his whole life for this moment.
I would like to talk to you about some of the things that you do in your show. Hi, children. I live in Massachusetts with my wife, Camille, and my 5 children. Comes home from school the other day with a big smile on his face, and my son looks just like me. He walks through the door looking at me with this big smile, and I cannot resist.
Matthew McConaughey doing Hugh Grant is proof that even Hollywood's coolest guys can't resist a little British charm.
If you read a famous line of Matthew's and Matthew, you read a famous line of Hughes.
Oh, great.
Would you be up for that?
Yes, please.
From Love Actually.
Who do you have to screw around here to get a cup of tea and a chocolate biscuit? Who you got to screw around here to get a cup of tea and a biscuit?
Cheers, as Snoop Dogg is so smooth, you might start looking around for a cloud of smoke.
You met Snoop Dogg before you started working on the movie?
You know, it was funny, man. The first time I actually met Snoop, he had this big trailer. I told all the people, I had told his handlers, I said, look, y'all gotta let me meet Snoop. So he's passing around the blunt, and eventually it comes to me, and you know, at that time, I ain't smoked. So I told him, I said, look, man, I appreciate the offer, but, you know, that's not really what I do. And as cool as he could be, he just was like, hey, dog, I really respect that. You know, I like the fact you keep it clean and you keep it thug thizzle. Then he turned to his boy and he said, get that nigga out of my trailer.
Eddie Murphy switching between Mike Tyson and Michael Jackson is so smooth, it's like watching a boxing match and a moonwalk battle at the same time.
All-time best ring interest music. For him to even come up with that, because you're the one that says I want my music to be, for him to go, just give me one solid note. And that shit would make you feel like a monster was coming in the room.
It was.
Boom. Go to his house, that Bubbles chimp, when he got a certain age,
yeah.
You couldn't with Bubbles. He had Bubbles in the cage.
No,
I was like, don't go near him. Don't go over there, Eddie.
Did you go to his house?
Yeah, a few times. And the chimp would be going crazy. Is that Bubble? They said, yes, don't go near the cage. Really? I thought Bubbles was... don't go over there.
Johnny Depp takes on Don Rickles, and it's so unexpectedly funny. It feels like Captain Jack Sparrow crash-landed in a roast battle.
Sitting in a chair, and I said, hey, Don, I just want to let you know, I'm here and wish you luck and everything. He goes, John, you're here, and you're not late. I then said to him, I'm going to go back out to the sea, let you do what you got to do. I'm just going to give you a kiss before you go out. Mm-hmm. So, as I go to kiss him, I said, by the way, I have a little herpes breakout.
Did he laugh?
In a hilarious moment, Jake Gyllenhaal goes all out with a spot-on Cardi B impression.
You cute.
Oh. Oh, say more.
It's like,
careful.
oh, you cute. I went to LaGuardia with Timmy Chalamet.
The nails.
Austin Butler, who's playing Elvis in a new biopic, dropped by The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon to spill the details on how he got into character, including mastering that legendary Elvis voice.
It's 1954, and his voice, he's nervous. His voice at that time, you speak a lot faster when you're nervous, and also he was young, and so his voice at that point was like, well, I'd like to say how happy we are to be down here. It's a real honor for us to get a chance to appear on Louisiana Hayride. Yeah. It's like that.
Yeah.
Everything's happening to me so fast in the last year and a half till I'm all mixed up, I can't keep up with everything that's happening.
Yeah. It's
So
unbelievable.
it's that.
Yeah.
Of course, he's got a Christopher Walken impression ready to go. At this point, who doesn't?
Chris, what do you think is Saturday Night Live? Like, should I do it? And he goes, you gotta do it. And he goes, I said, just read the cue cards.
Johnny Depp's Al Pacino impression is wildly entertaining, like a perfect mix of a mob boss and a rock star.
He's a joke. He likes to tell jokes. Yeah, he likes to tell jokes, and he liked to tell me this one specific joke over and over. John, skeleton goes into a bar, orders a beer and a mop.
Aries Spears takes on Shaq with a voice so deep it sounds like it's coming from the center of the earth.
I know I'm a smart guy. I've played a lot of times. When I played hard. So I know what I'm doing, and we'll be fine. We're not going to this next level. Really good.
Ariana Grande is basically a one-woman greatest hits album. She's singing legendary voices like It's Nothing.
There were nights when the wind was south. Let my body frozen in bed and couch. Listen to it right outside the window.
Hugh Grant's Matthew McConaughey impression is so unexpected. It's like he's auditioning for a Texas romantic comedy.
Could you read this line here? This is from Matthew's. All right, all right, all right!
Yes! Benedict Cumberbatch doing Tom Hiddleston is proof that even Loki has a doppelganger.
I'd like to have your Mac, your Big Mac, please. And some fries. And a shake too. And some chicken and nuggets. And while you're at it, can I have a quarter pound of cheese? And a fillet of fish if they still do those. Thanks.
Maya Rudolph doesn't just do impressions. She becomes Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, and Gwen Stefani so perfectly, it's like a celebrity mashup happening in real time.
And I talk like this, but I actually talk like this. And sometimes I talk like this.
Are you Nicki Minaj?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Hey, hey, hey.
Jay-Z? No.
Hey, hey. If you wanna twinkle with my little star. Hey, Ellen, I have a song for you. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Come on, Ellen, don't you know this song? Up above the world so high.
Bet you never expected to see a Seth Rogen impression, and it's a good one.
I had on so many glasses, and then I go, what should I wear? And they go, well, Seth, what do you think? And he's like,
I really don't give a shit. He can literally wear like whatever the he wants. I mean, I don't really care.
Benedict Cumberbatch's Mark Ruffalo impression is so good, you'd think Bruce Banner was about to turn into the Hulk.
I don't know, because this looks like recycling to me, but maybe, is that where the food goes? I don't know. There's too many bins.
Impersonating someone is one thing, but singing like Lord, that's next level. And Alessia Cara absolutely nails it.
Baba, black sheep, happy when you wool. Yes sir, 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the dale, one for the little boy who lives down the lane.
Edward Norton's Robert De Niro impression is so on point, you'd expect him to break into a classic mob movie scene.
I turn in the take to, look at Bob to see if he's picking up on this, and Bob's going. He's having a little nap. They call cut, and Bob kind of goes, and he looks over at me and he goes, "You all sleeping?" And I said,
De Niro.
No, and I said, yeah. And he goes, oh.
Sarah Paulson is here to prove exactly why she's a world-class actress.
Oh, listen, Jimmy, believe me. I know all about slip and slides. I've walked that long, lonely crocodile mile. And it always ends the same way. You run, you slide, you hit the bump, and you take a dive.
Sarah Paulson slips into Holly Hunter's voice so smoothly, it's like she has a built-in celebrity voice setting.
This is great, Jimmy. This is so great. I mean, this is so superior to that service station on Wilshire. So you got all. This is great, Jimmy. This is so great. I love this. I love this so much. Okay, you got all sorts of snacks, Skittles, Starburst, sunflower seeds if you're trying to watch your sugar. That's it. That's all.
Tina Fey takes on Tracy Morgan, and it's so spot on you'd think she's been studying him for years.
That dude, you know that movie with Jack Human? I'm like, is it Jack Human? The dude in the movies. And I was like, Tracy, we're gathering. I'm like, what are you trying to say? He's like, Jack Human, the dude who was Wolverine. I'm like, Hugh Jackman?
Benedict Cumberbatch tries Chewbacca's roar, and it turns out absolutely hilarious.
The last time you did me, and you were very good. You did my laugh very well.
That was good.
Yeah.
Can I take you back? you look shocked to be back on set.
Sorry.
Steve Coogan's Sylvester Stallone impression is so spot on, you'd swear he's about to step into the ring.
Doing a lot of swearing like that, talking about I just had one of those days, and his mother loving came out and busted his ass. What about you? I had one of those days. What about you, Alan?
Yes, I've had one of those days, too. My mother sent me to the corner shop for a packet of lemon puffs, and I came back with happy faces.
Drake impersonating Rihanna is the crossover we didn't see coming, and it's unexpectedly hilarious.
I'm so excited to be here tonight. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah. See Drake in a meme. But in my seem. Another joke again.
Vanessa Bayer's Jennifer Aniston impression is so spot on, you'd think it was the real thing.
Oh, Jimmy, how long have you and Ross been hanging out?
Anthony Mackie's Tracy Morgan impression is so spot on, for a second you might think he's actually doing a Tracy Morgan biopic.
My original meeting, I went in and they were like, so Anthony, Timor is Russian. This is Black Russian. He says, so Anthony, I am looking to trace Tracy Morgan. So what can you do? And I said, I can do that. Right. That's no question. Why wouldn't I do that? Yo, hey, this crazy, man. We got some vampires out here. Oh, there's vampires, man. It's crazy.
Simon Pegg impersonating the Queen is the royal impression you never saw coming, and somehow it's pure comedy royalty.
She came up to me. I was standing next to young Joe McElderry, the X Factor winner. Oh. And she said, "You're a musician?" to him. Well, someone whispered that he was in her ear. And then she came up to me and she went... And I was just waiting for her to speak, and I swear it was like 30 seconds, and I started to bead sweat.
In a hilarious moment, Taran Killam perfectly nails Jeff Goldblum's quirky pauses and rambling.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm walking, and I see out of the corner of my eye Jeff Goldblum walks up, and I'm a big Jeff Goldblum fan. And he passes, and he catches eyes with me, and all he gives me is, yes, 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 very, very good. And then kept walking.
Eddie Murphy takes on James Brown, and it's just as epic as you'd expect.
I walked up and said, James, I love your stuff, James says. He meant that shit that he just said, boy. He back saying, what the fuck did I just miss?
That's a wrap on the wildest celebrity impressions. If you enjoyed these spot-on moments, don't forget to like, drop your favorite in the comments, and subscribe for more fun.